Have you ever felt like you're drifting through life? Not sure where you're going. Not sure what decision to make. Not even sure who you're supposed to become. Maybe everyone around you seems like they have everything figured out, while you're just trying to survive the day. If you've ever felt that way, you're not alone. And today, I want to show you something simple that can help. A short writing exercise that can bring clarity when life feels confusing. The truth is, feeling lost isn't a failure. It's actually a normal part of life. Every person goes through moments where they question their direction. Moments where the path ahead isn't clear. The problem isn't feeling lost. The problem is staying stuck in that feeling. And sometimes, the best way out isn't thinking harder. It's writing things down. When thoughts stay inside your head, they tend to loop over and over again. The same worries. The same fears. The same questions. But when you write them down, your mind starts to organize them. What felt overwhelming suddenly becomes understandable. And that's why journaling can be one of the most powerful tools for clarity. So here's a simple exercise. Grab a notebook, or open a blank note on your phone, and answer these 3 questions honestly. No filters. No pretending. Just write the truth. The first thing to write down is this. Why do I feel lost right now? Not the surface answer. The real answer. Maybe you're in the wrong career. Maybe you're afraid to make a decision. Maybe you're comparing yourself to others. Whatever the reason is, write it down. Sometimes clarity begins the moment we admit what's actually bothering us. When answering that question, be brutally honest with yourself. Don't write the answer that sounds good. Write the answer that feels real. Because until you face the truth about your situation, nothing will change. Honest self-reflection can be uncomfortable, but it's also the starting point for growth. The second thing to write down is this. What am I avoiding? Sometimes we feel lost, not because we don't know what to do. Because we do know what to do. And we're avoiding it. Maybe it's starting something new. Maybe it's ending something that no longer serves you. Maybe it's making a difficult decision. Write down the thing you're avoiding. Avoidance often comes from fear. Fear of failure. Fear of making the wrong choice. Fear of what others might think. But here's something important to remember. There is no perfect decision in life. Every path has upsides and downsides. And waiting for the perfect answer is what keeps people stuck. The third thing to write down is this. What's one small step I can take today? Not next year. Not next month. Today. The step doesn't have to be huge. It could be as simple as researching something you're curious about, sending an email, taking a walk to clear your mind. Small actions create momentum. One of the biggest reasons people feel stuck is because their goals feel too big. The distance between where they are and where they want to be feels overwhelming. But big changes don't happen all at once. They happen through small steps repeated daily. Here's something most people eventually realize. Nobody has life completely figured out. Not your friends. Not your parents. Not even the people who seem successful. Life isn't about knowing every step ahead. It's about learning as you go. Sometimes we forget how incredible life actually is. You're living on a tiny planet, in a massive universe, with the rare gift of consciousness. And yet we spend so much time worrying about whether we're doing life correctly. Maybe the goal isn't to have everything perfectly planned. Maybe the goal is simply to live, explore, and grow. So the next time you feel lost in life, sit down, grab a notebook, and write these 3 things. Why do I feel lost? What am I avoiding? What's one small step I can take today? Sometimes the answers you need are already inside you. They just need space to come out. Tonight, try this exercise. Write honestly for just 5 minutes. And see what happens. You might discover that feeling lost was actually the beginning of finding your direction. If you enjoy videos about self-discovery, mental clarity, and personal growth, subscribe for more content like this.